Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! Seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead! Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it, it comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it, and to the middle of the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the post, 20, 15, Hester 5.
For the 3rd time in 6 seasons, it's one goal achieved. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it through to Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to YouTube. Follow us there. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, listen, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me, personally online, you want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. I got a great show, but I need you guys to get interactive like you are. So whatever platform you're watching us on, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's check the chat already. Levette Lee's already started with her nonsense. Say happy hump day, y'all. Go Cubs, go. Levette. You just want to just start some shit, huh, girl? And she double dodged. She goes, yes, I went there, Shawn. Levette. Thank you, Levette. I appreciate it. My man Black Diamond checking in the house. It's the top of the morning, gang. At least the Cubs are winning. And losing Jalen Johnson sucks ass. It's going to be a long season. Yeah, it's going to be. Because I was in a Facebook discussion yesterday, and it wasn't a contentious one, thank God. But there was someone's like next man up. I'm like, the only problem with that is the next man up went out before Jalen. Terrell Smith went out before Jalen did this season, and he's the dude who's next man up. I don't feel comfortable with Nashawn Wright. I know Al Harris is comfortable with him because he's coached him before. He's followed him around to a couple of different teams. But Nashawn Wright isn't it. Tyreek Stevenson. I don't think we have the cornerbacks to go man most of the time. But we'll talk about that later. My man Rick Gonzalez in the house. What up, Baba? He says, good morning, Shawn. And into the chat, FGB. What? FGB. That's what I'm talking about, baby. FGB. Mr. Southside himself, Michelle Walls in the house. What up on a hump day? It's a beautiful day in the Shy. Bear down, FGB. That's what we're talking about, baby. FGB. And then pleasantries. Listen, I don't know about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. I don't know a lot about a lot, but that I can promise you. Man, we got a lot to talk today, man. We do have Cubs to talk. We do have Sox to talk. I was at the Sox game last night, and man, it was crazy. Sox game last night. And the only reason I wore the bear hat because the 1918 uniforms were blue, so I didn't have like a dark blue. I don't have that hat, the 1918 White Sox hat. So I had, let me get another dark blue hat. The only one I had was the Bears one, so I wore that one. But yeah, let me tell you, you know what's really fun? What's really fun is when you're in the bottom of the 8th inning, and you have your highest paid player comes up with a runner on, and you're like, come on, man, just jack this mother Hubbard. They scored 3 runs already. I'm like, jack this son of a bitch. And sure enough, he jacks it. I was just talking to Steve-O, and I was just out with my producer, and I was like, man, I haven't been to it was ruckus. I said, I haven't been to a White Sox game where people were fired up. The electricity was awesome. I haven't been to a game like that in a while. You know, where they're coming back, they're down 6. They're down 6, and they come back and they put up a 5 spot in the 8th, bottom of the 8th. Man, it was good. It was good. My man Cornelius Squall's checking in. What's up, Popeye? Says, what up, what up, what up, ShawnSierraSports fans? Cornelius says, morning, Levette. Salute, FGB. I concur. But yeah, it was good yesterday, and yesterday was Mexican Independence Day. All right, everyone from Sports Zone Chicago and I posted that. And then the day before was National Hispanic Heritage Month. So September 15th, October 15th is National Hispanic Heritage Month. And that celebrates all Hispanic cultures. Pardon me. Or just more pleasantries. And then we have obviously we have a lot of Bears talk to get into today. And let me tell you, there's a lot that I want to delve into. There's a lot. Okay? There's just a lot. Ryan Poles is, wow. Rick, I don't know, man. It doesn't look good. This 5-game losing streak hurt. This 5-game losing streak we're on really, really hurt. Because if you look at it, we should have 2 or 3 wins in this 5-game losing streak. So I don't know, man. And we're definitely going to talk about that. You lose 100 games 3 years in a row. Come on, man. That is. See, here's the thing that bugs me. At what point is this shit unacceptable? At what point? At what point do you say as an owner, if you give a shit about this team, we're not going to have 100 losses? You know what? I'm going to open up the pocketbooks, loosen the purse strings, spend some money, bring some players in here, and make sure we do not lose 100 games again. Where does that start to resonate with you as an owner? Like, as an owner, how can you be proud of what it is that you have? All right, 3 years in a row. Yes, it's at that level, when you're dealing with your contemporaries, all the other owners, don't you get embarrassed? Wouldn't you be embarrassed if you're the owner of a team that's going for 3 consecutive 100-game losing seasons? There's got to come a sense of pride. And Michelle, you might be right. You said, old man Reinsdorf don't give a damn about winning. And he probably doesn't. And it's crazy. Because there has to come a point in time where you're just like, man, I need to have a winning product. I need a product on the field that I'm proud of. Didn't you tell us that this was the shortest distance to getting back on top, Reinsdorf? Isn't that what you told us by hiring Chris Getz as a GM a couple years ago? Isn't that what you told us? It's the short. We don't need anyone to come in and learn the system, get to know all the minor league players, coaches, the major league players and coaches. This was the best course of action for us because he's in-house and he knows what's going on. Well, we're going on our third straight 100-loss season. How the hell did that work out? How the hell did that work out for you? And don't get me wrong, you have a lot of nice pieces here. Chase Mydroff, Colson Montgomery, Miguel Vargas, Kyle Teal, Edgar Carroll. You still got Benintendi. You still got Lubov, who's hurt, but you still have him. But how is that working out for us right now? It's not working out for us at all. You know, it just bugs me when you look me in the eye, piss on my shoes, and tell me it's raining. Don't do that. Just don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit us as a fan base. Because we knew it was bullshit. We knew it was. Why? Because Chris Getz was in charge of the minor league system. And the only other person that we've drafted and developed into an all-star or in the last 30 years, only two players, Tim Anderson and Frank Thomas, are the only people we've drafted, developed, and turned into all-stars. You can go Lewis Robert. We signed him. We didn't draft him, but we signed him. So if you want, so three in 30 years. What does that say about your scouting department? What does that say about your developmental department? 3 in 30 years. 30 plus years. I think Big Frank came over in 91, 92, but I think it was right after the Bulls won that first one. And this is the guy who was in charge of that. So since all they did was draft and develop Tim Anderson to be an all-star, let's make a whole organization, big leagues included. So it doesn't make sense. But again, a lot of things Reinsdorf doesn't make sense. And it's frustrating as a fan. Like yesterday, even the only reason I went because it was $5 menu. I got a pop, $5. I got a hot dog, $5. I got a slice of pizza, which pissed me off because they ran out of sausage. And a lady, I'll tell you what, if you don't like your job, then leave. But I'm not paying money to go to a game and have your fucking attitude to deal with when I'm paying money out the ass for tickets, for parking, and you got a little freaking attitude behind the counter. I said, ma'am, do you have any sausage? He said, we only have cheese. Like with a little head bob. I'm like, I guess so the answer to my question is no, right? Man, I'm like, dude, stop giving me, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. Don't be pissed off at me because your life sucks. Or you don't want to do better and go after something else. But don't, man, I was pissed. I was annoyed. And then to realize, damn, it's 5 in a row we've lost. Like I said, the only reason I went yesterday was $5 menu. That's it. It's the only reason I went. I am not shitting you. I am not kidding at all. See what you started, Rick? See what you started? Mental note, do not bring up the socks of Shawn. My bad, homie. FCB. And I was talking to Steve, too. You're right, Michelle. He says only old man Reinsdorf cares about parking revenues and other stuff. Why does parking go up? Why does parking go up every year? What do you do to maintain it? Just gonna raise the prices, cuz I remember when it was $20. Then it was 22. It was 25. Then it was 27. And now it's 30. Why does parking go up? You own the land. You already own it. It just for shits and giggles. I'm going to charge you more every year because I can. Black Diamond. I swear it seems like the McCaskies and Reinsdorf are related because they ass as tight as AF. Their teams suck ass. They do. They do. I'll tell you what, the only reason, I shouldn't say the main reason I thought about going yesterday and went yesterday was because they were on a streak. Remember, they've been playing good baseball since the All-Star break. And remember, that's why I said I'll give them some money. I'll be more than happy to go out there and watch them play because they're winning. Because there's a sense of youthful exuberance that I'm enjoying. The youthful energy. A lot of youngsters, a lot of rookies, a lot of second-year players. But man, after the experience yesterday, mind you, I got there a little late. Had to wait. I got there late. So I go to walk into gate 2, that gate's closed. I can't go in. I go to walk gate 3, that's closed. I'm like, dude, what the hell? And here's the funny part. Why do you close the gates and then still have the workers there? Still have the workers there. I can see one worker there. No, this gate's closed. But you had like 6 people at both gates that were closed. Leave the gate, leave it open so I can walk through. You got enough people for the metal detector to tell me to put my thing in my stuff in the slide, my watch, all the metal object. And even that was a pain in the ass. I'm telling you, yesterday I was annoyed. I went to put my jacket through outside the metal detector. The guy's like, you got to carry your jacket. And I took my watch out. He goes, sir, you got to carry your jacket. I said, dude, I'm not trying to get my watch scratched. I'm not going to let it slide down the freaking this plastic thing and scratch my watch. And the dude kind of got a little, I'm like, dude, spare me. Like, what do you think? I'm bringing in a gun in my little windbreaker? The fuck? Come on. Having to walk around and having to deal with that jamoke, then had to deal with that lady with her funky attitude. It would have been all good if the White Sox would have won. I can tell you that right now. But man. Whew. But the Cubs did well. As you saw by the thumbnail, the magic number's 1. Yes, Rick. Yes. Someone got shot at the park last year. Yes. So one of the people that I work at, that's funny you mentioned, Rick. One of the people that I go to CrossFit with, they knew the person who got shot. They know him. Yes, one person. Oh man. So then I get a text this morning from a friend of mine who runs a Hispanic business network. Like, are you going Friday or Saturday? I guess Friday's Guayabera night, so you get a nice little Guayabera, the little Hispanic shirts with the smoking cigar smoking shirt, popular amongst Cubans and Caribbean countries. I think all of you know what Guayaberas are. Most of you know what Guayaberas are. And then I get a call this morning at 8 something. Was it 8 something, 7 something? I'm like, dude, first of all, what are you doing calling me? 7:47. My guy calls me. I'm like, hey, is everything all right? He's like, hey, do you want tickets for the Sox game today at 1? I'm like, no. No, I don't want no damn tickets for them. Screw them. Pay $30 in parking, full price for hot dogs, nachos, pizza. Out of here. No way. Oh, goodness. Rick, that's funny. Someone gets shot last year. Yes, they did. And, we can't live it down from Cub fans. Oh, boy. Anyway. But listen, we have a lot to talk at. We're going to talk a little more Cubs. All right, Cubs are looking good. Good battle yesterday. Cade Horton, Paul Skeens out in Pittsburgh. Good battle. Good battle. Looks like Cade Horton got the best of that one. We're going to talk about that as well. So we're going to take a break momentarily. And when we come back, we're going to have top of the morning topics, and we'll talk a little baseball. It looks like Cade Horton got the best of that battle. Cubs, you guys might have something there. You guys might have something good there. And health always being a factor, of course. But if he can stay relatively healthy, and I'm talking about Cade Horton, you guys got something there. You guys got something really nice there. That could be your number 1 or number 2 starter for 8-10 years. Yeah. So you're not in a bad spot, Cub fans. You're not in a bad spot at all. Top of the wild card race. What are you, 5? Oh, damn, you're +9. You're 5 ahead of San Diego. Yeah, you're still 5 back in Milwaukee because they clinched the playoff spot. But you guys with the win today will clinch a playoff spot as well. You'll clinch a playoff playoff spot as well. It's got to do it. And it shouldn't be an issue. You guys got a lot of games left, and that's all you need. Once you do that, and I'm going to talk about your man PCA, another RBI yesterday, telling you when the Cubs roll into the playoffs hot, start making damage in October, I'm going to tell you I told you so. I'm going to tell you I told you so. This team, they just needed to get hot at the right time. That's all they needed. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a quick break. I got to get the warden off the CrossFit. And on the other side of the break, we will get to our top of the morning topics. Follow me? So do me a favor. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago.
Operator 901, where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, you're so
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
First inning run.
High fly ball, right field, in the air. That's back, and that is gone. Back row in right field. Michael Busch starts things off with a homer. It's 1-0.
Ground ball, base hit left field. Another run is going to score. Rounding third and crossing the dish is Ian Happ. Nice piece of hitting by Pete Crow Armstrong.
Swing and a high fly ball drilled out towards right center field. That's back some more. That's off the top of the wall. Busch into second, and Michael's having a night. Out of 2.
Line drive to right. Canario drifting back makes the catch. Tagging and coming home by Esteros. The throw goes to third. It's offline as Kelly advances. Sacrifice fly for Pete Crow Armstrong.
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Marquee Network. Those were the Northsiders yesterday with a big win. A big win over the Buccos, the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pittsburgh. And it was a battle. It was a nice battle of young pitchers. Paul Skeens, okay, and your guy, Cade Horton. Okay. Cade Horton came out, won that battle. And I'll tell you what, you guys are in the same division. No, you're not. Yeah, you are. And that matchup will be one that'll be fun to watch for a long, long time. Let's get it cracking, baby. Let's go. You know how we do the first segment of every show. It's called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you.
see, which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Damn it. Which way do we start? There's going to be only one spot we got to start, and it's here. That's crazy. We'll start with these guys because I was there last night, and I know, sorry, Cup fans, I'm going to be mad at me and shit, but that's all right. Here it is, baby. Here it is. The White Sox, my good guys. There it is. There you go. The White Sox, they fall to the Baltimore Orioles yesterday, 8-7. Whew, what a game. Let me tell you, what a game. It was fun to be there. Like I said, it was one of the more exciting games I've been to in a long time. All right, Shane Smith got the start. He had a rough day. He got the loss. He's 6-8. He went 4 1/3, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 punch-outs. Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 3. Hit that home run in the 8th. His 20th of the season. Driving in his 61st and 62nd runs of the year. And I'll tell you what, that place was, and there weren't a lot of people there yesterday. What was the attendance? There were not a lot of people there yesterday. I can tell you that right now. Oh, really? You sons of biscuits? Don't give it to me. Because what I did yesterday, bought a standing room only ticket. Standing room only. And there's just so many seats available. Just went and sat down. Oh, well. Anyway, Andrew Benintendi 1 for 3 with a homer. His 20th, driving in 61st and 62nd RBI of the season. Kyle Teal, 2 for 5 with a homer. His 8th of the year, driving in 2. His 32nd and 33rd of the season. And Lenyn Sosa, that was a nice hit he had yesterday, bringing in 2. He was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, his 69th and 70th RBIs of the year. Lenyn Sosa. And when he came up, I'm like, I hope he delivers. Hope he delivers. Bam, he delivers. Great stuff. As I said, just short. Next top of the morning topic, staying with the White Sox. The White Sox host the Baltimore Orioles today at Wright Field. First pitch is at 1:10 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network or listen to it on our flagship station, ESPN 1000. All right. The probables for today's game for Baltimore. Tyler Wells on the bump. He's 1-0 with a 2.31 ERA going up against Martin Perez for the White Sox. He's 1-5 with a 2.38 ERA. We need to salvage this. We need to win. All right. Does a couple things. One, it ends a losing streak. That's for starters. Okay. Adds another win to the win column, which brings us closer. It draws us closer away, or draws us further away from that 100 loss mark. Breaks this 5-game losing streak and kind of gets maybe a little momentum. I don't know. I don't know if it'll give us momentum or not. Well, we're going to see. All right. Moving on to the next top of the morning topic, the Cubs. Man, the Cubs are doing their thing. The Cubs beat the Pirates 4-1. Cade Horton in his battle with Paul Skeens gets the best of them yesterday. He got the win. He's 11-4. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 free pass, and 6 punch-outs. Kyle Busch, you saw he led off the game. He was 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, his 21st and 22nd doubles of the season, and led off the game with a homer, his 29th of the year. All right, driving in his 80th RBI on the campaign. You saw PCA in the clip. He was 1 for RBIs, 89th and 90th of the season. And I'll tell you what, PCA started to come around. All right, he might not be hitting homers, but he hit the homer the other day. But now he went Oppo, driving in runs. Listen, you start getting Pete Crow Armstrong going Oppo, opposite field, getting on base, get him on, get him over, and get him in. He's going to be causing havoc on the base paths for you guys. And Ian Happ drove in his 70th RBI of the year. Next top of the morning, top of the Cubs are at the Pirates again this morning. What? Yes, this morning. First pitch is at 11:35 a.m. Central, because there's 12:35 over there in Pittsburgh. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on the flagship station, 6:70 a.m. The probables for today's game for the Cubs: Matthew Boyd's on the bump. He's 13-8 with a 3.05 ERA, going up against Johan Oviedo for Pittsburgh. He's 2-0 with a 2.81 ERA. Big game for the Cubs. Big game for the Cubs. All right, you've won 3 in a row. You're going for the sweep. You're on a 3-game winning streak. You want to make it 4 and sweep the Buccos. And did they win? What's today? Today's Wednesday. So Tuesday's game, Milwaukee didn't play. All right, they had the day off. All right. So today, Milwaukee's got to play. Italy, yeah. Oh, the Angels. There you go. Oh, Milwaukee beat the Angels yesterday. Son of a biscuit for you guys. Sorry. I'm telling you, there's still a chance for the division. Very slim. Very, very, very slim. Black Diamond says, you call it, Shawn. You said all they need to do is get hot at the right time, and it's it. This is it. Kate Horton, where'd he come from? I don't know. Man, he's been a bright spot for you. My man, Armando Emeterio, a lot of juniors in the house. What's up, Papa? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. But 11:35, man. If you guys aren't doing anything, check out your Cubs. It's so early for those of you who are wondering why, because they play in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh is on East Coast time. They're in the Eastern time zone. Because I love that you act like you care about the Cubs, FGB. I really don't. But I got to keep it. I got to stay impartial when I do this. Black Diamond said, I was freaking out. I blame Bears PTSD. I ain't mad at you. I hear you. I understand. But I was telling you, just wait, man. Everything ebbs and flows. Baseball's a long season. You've heard the old phrase, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you're gonna get your ups and downs. All right, you're gonna hit your ups and downs. Other teams are gonna get their ups and downs. All right. It just, for you guys, it just seems like you just can't. Oh, Milwaukee, yesterday was their first win in a row. So you guys, where were you guys at on Monday? Let me see. Because we do this, we can compare. Yeah, Monday you're 5.5. Yeah, you're 5.5 back. We only gained a half game. Hey, watch your mouth, Black Diamond. We're real too. We're just really bad. My White Sox are real. We're just really bad. Tell you, I gotta laugh so I don't cry. Tear might drop my eye right now because. Oh my goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. That, you guys are hilarious. Oh man. The next topic, the morning topic. Man. We'll talk about this in a second. The Bears. The Bears are back at practice today. As they prepare for their matchup against the Steve-O's 320. Yeah. They play the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? They're coming to town. All right. It's going to be interesting. Black Diamond says, I hear you. I feel that way about the Bad News Bears. I go silent to keep from crying. Ain't that a son of a gun, boy? I tell you. Shawn, what are you talking about? See, these burpees is waiting for you, SuperBack. What burpees? What are you talking about? What burpees? You know, damn burpees over here. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that concerns me. Cowboys coming to town. We have no pass rush. We know Dak is going to air it out with CeeDee Lamb, with Pickens. And two things. This combination is not good. This combination is not good. We're not getting a pass rush. And our top two cornerbacks, or two of our top three cornerbacks are out. Three of our top four cornerbacks. I forgot Kyler Gordon. Did they put out a... Let me see. Let me see. Here we go. We'll see if they... No, they didn't put that up yet. So we'll get a Scott an injury report today. Yeah, this is so you can't get a pass rush. Jaden Johnson. And this is the next top of the morning topic. And this one hurts big time. Because I don't know. And this was pretty bad. Jalen Johnson might be lost for the season. He's out indefinitely with a groin injury. This is for Jordan Schultz. So what had happened was, right? If you listen to, he was on the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, and who's the guy? The other guy I like, the light-skinned dude, Channing. And he said before he came back, he said he ripped his groin came off the bone. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Armando says they rushed him into the lineup. No, they had him working out. Like he was working out. He said there was no way he was playing in week 1, but he was doing warm-ups. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Exactly, Michonne. Bad combo, no pass rush, and lack of coverage in the secondary. That was my point. Because if you remember, Terrell Smith got hurt earlier in the season. He's out for the season with that knee injury. Kyler Gordon was out. He's on the injured list. Okay, and now Jalen Johnson. So we had our top corner, number 1 backup, and our starting slot corner. Out against a team that's going to throw the ball. That's not good. That's not good at all. And this is a big blow. Because we've been clamoring about pass rush. We've been clamoring about getting to the quarterback, making him uncomfortable. And now we're in a situation where, all right, Dennis Allen's got to do something. Dennis Allen has to do something. But I'll keep that. I'll talk about that after the break. But go ball. My White Sox are I don't know if I'd call it, well, let me say, they're in an interesting place. Which way they're going to go? Can they get anybody to come here? See, the problem is the White Sox suck. So who wants to come to a team that sucks? Only people that'll come to a team that sucks are, I guess, a couple different players. And they're usually not the really, 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 really good ones. They're usually not the really, really good ones. They're the players who have to jump at a deal because it might be the best one that they see, or the first one they take because they don't think there's going to be a lot of takers for them. Or guys who, I guess that's it. I guess that's the only kind of players going to come here because no one, if you're a good player, you're not going to come here. You don't want to be here, or guys who just want the money. But that's gonna imply that we give them the best offer. And I don't know about you, but I don't feel comfortable at all about the White Sox being the highest bidder at all. At all. So where do we go? We have a lot of nice young talent, and this is the summer. Remember I said this, I said next summer. No, I think it was this summer coming up because you've seen what we've got in Chase Mydroff, in Kyle Teal, in Miguel Vargas, in Colson Montgomery. We've got a lot of young talent. Edgar Carroll. We've got a lot of young talent. Now you need to bring a superstar in. Try and make a trade at the next trade deadline next year, but get a superstar here now. Get him in camp, in spring training. Get him working with these youngsters, like a 26, 27-year-old cat who's out there right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Or make a trade for one. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot in the catching position. There's a spot where you can upgrade. You need a superstar here. You need one. And what's your rallying cry? You're at the beginning of a rebuild or the middle of the rebuild, and we need you now to get us out of the 100-loss season. I don't know. I don't know what your rallying cry is or what your sales pitch is. Well, if you trade for him, you don't have a sales pitch. What are the Cubs going to do? Or are the Sox going to do what the Cubs did? Bring over Tucker in the last year of his deal. I don't see that from the White Sox. I just don't. Bring a guy over for 1 year, lose some prospects. I just don't see it. Now, we got to get our head out of our ass right now because we're on a 5-game losing streak. We got to end it and end it quickly. And now we need a winning streak to finish the season. We need a winning streak to finish the season. We got to win 4 or 5 in a row. And I don't know. That is a very tall order. Because the White Sox remaining schedule, obviously today at Baltimore. This weekend against San Diego. San Diego's second in the NL West. 82-69. That's a tough one. Then they go to the Bronx, to the Boogie Down. They're 84-67, the Yankees. Then they finish at Washington, who sucks like we do. They're 62-89. We have 10 games left. 10 games left. Cubs have 11. We're at 95 games. We have to win 6 games. We got to go 6-4, which we can. We can do that. We can go 6-4. But, man, where are we going to get those 6 wins from? Baltimore better be one of them. Washington, if we sweep, that's 4. One against San Diego, one against the Yankees, 5-6. That'll do it. We got to win today, though. We have to win today. Shawn, I agree. There's no commitment from Reinsdorf to spend money on free agents. I'm surprised they spent the money on Benintendi a couple years ago. Was it before last season or 2 seasons ago? I don't remember. They all seem to flow together. You got to put some resources into this thing if you want to win. And that's the question. We don't know if he wants to win. We know he wants to own the team. And thank goodness he's selling off part of it. There's a guy who's going to be paying off some debt and can buy it in, 9 years? Anytime up to 9 years? Or 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. But we still got Reinsdorf for that amount of time if he wants. And that's the frustrating part. I don't want his ass. I want his ass gone. Gone from owning the team, period. Gone from making controls or making calls, controlling the team, making important decisions. I want him gone. I want their family gone. Like the Untouchables. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want to go in the middle of the night and piss on his ashes. Oh, I want his house. And he goes, I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go in the middle of the night and piss on his ashes. But I need him gone as soon as possible. This young team is full of promise, full of hope. You got a manager who's really getting the best out of these guys. And let me tell you something. Even if they lose 100 games, which it looks like they can't, they will. My goodness, a 21 game increase from last year is awesome. It looks like it's going to suck because you still have 100 losses. When you go from 121 to 100, you add 21 wins to any team from last year. Any team, and they'd be happy. Any team. Damn, Colorado's already at 109. Yeah, they won't. They're not going to get it. That means they'd have to probably lose. They're at 150. Colorado, they've lost 2 in a row. Man. Miami, if they Miami 70 and 80, too crappy. All right, well, I don't care if they take I want a record, most losses in the season, but whatever. King Booker World checking in. What's up, Popeye? Says salute everybody. And Shawn, what's up, my man? Appreciate you. Yeah, they're already at 109 losses, dude. King Booker World says everyone look at Colorado and point and laugh. Yep. Yep. But we're in a good spot. See, this final stretch is going to be telling. This final stretch is going to be telling. Okay? One, these players, how much pride do you have? How much pride do you have in your craft right now? And I know you're young. So that should give you the motivation and the energy to do everything you can to stop from losing. But it could also cause you to be over anxious and maybe lose a little discipline at the plate. But it's going to be telling because, Will, can you get these guys up? Guys, we need 6 games. We got to go 6-4. That's not asking a lot. We got some tough teams. That's not asking a lot. The last 3, sweep the season ending series, win today, that's 4, win 1-1. San Diego and New York, and you're good. That'll be 22 game increase. And if you do better than that, whoa, wow. 23, 24, 25 games. Let's start with today's game first. Let's start with that. We won't worry about San Diego coming in this weekend or going to the Bronx after that or finishing in Washington after that. We won't worry about that. Let's start with today. The White Sox need to make sure who's on a bump. Martin Perez. Martin Perez for the White Sox, 1-5. He's got a 2.38 ERA, which means he's a tough luck pitcher. Nice ERA. And the Cubs and Sox are playing afternoon baseball. You guys are going to be starting in about an hour and a half. Hour and a half. Interesting. Well, listen, let's get to. We got one more break. On the other side of the break, we're gonna talk a little football, a lot of football, because Ryan Poles, you got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do, Ryan Poles. We'll delve into that on the other side of the break. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago. Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings. I have my dogs. They're the best. I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
It's a romance sport. What? It's a romance sport like that.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Every body in a work zone is someone somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT.
This is my dad.
This is my mom.
This is my daddy.
This is my sister.
This is my daddy.
This is my son, Scott. He was killed while working in a highway work zone. When you drive through a work zone, drive like a life depends on it. Because it does.
Third down and 4. Williams over the middle, and it's caught for a first down by Zacchaeus. Keep it on the ground with Swift. Swift first down and more across midfield. On 1st and 15, he's finally pulled down by DJ. In Lions territory, Williams with time, and it's caught. DJ Moore reaches up, makes the catch. Williams on 3rd and long. It is complete. Odunze inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown. Williams connecting.
Welcome back. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Fox 32. Those are the Bears. Those are the Bears. Let's see. Rick says, I'm going to go watch grass grow instead. King Booker says, hell yeah, Rick. Instead of watching, I'm going to go teach my fish Spanish. Oh, my God. You're killing me. You know, this is a situation where, you know, I'm annoyed. Okay? I'm really annoyed. Right? And here's why. Where's Colston Loveland? Where's Colston Loveland? Okay. Where's he at? Here's my thought process on this. You drafted him to be a Sam Laporta type player. Okay. You drafted him with the number 10 overall pick, which means he needs to contribute immediately. Okay, he needs to contribute immediately. And remember, people were taken aback. A lot of people like Tyler Warren out of Penn State. He's with the Colts. But guess what? The Colts are using him to the tune of 11 catches for 155 yards in 2 games. It's a small sample size, but they're going to Tyler Warren. He's been on the field for 80% of the snaps. 8 of his 11 catches were for first downs. Moving the chains, which is what tight ends are supposed to do. So we got a guy there who understands how to use a good tight end and is using a good tight end. Brock Bowers, last year, his rookie year, he had 17 targets in his first 2 games. 17. 15 catches in those 17 targets. Colston Loveland, 3. 3 targets in 2 games, and he's been on the field for 53% of the snaps. 53. 53. Now look, here's the situation. You didn't need Colston Loveland. You didn't need him. That's not a position you needed. But you got him because of Ben Johnson. You didn't go get an offensive tackle. Remember the guy that I wanted. I wanted Ariante Ursary. Remember that. I mean, obviously I would have Will Campbell, but we couldn't have got him. He was gone by us. But Ariante Ursary was a guy that I've been harping on. They had an anonymous poll in the Big Ten. Defensive players, defensive linemen. Who's the toughest guy to get around? Remember, it wasn't Josh Simmons from Ohio State. It was Ariante Ursary from Minnesota. I'm like, take him. He's a left tackle. You don't have to move him. He can compete with Braxton Jones. If Braxton Jones slips, or he gets away in free agency after this year, cool, you have your backup left tackle. You have your left tackle of the future. He plays left tackle in college. We're not moving him. Nope. Nope. So you draft the tight end that you're not even using. My question is, why isn't he being targeted? I have a lot of questions, Caleb. I have a lot of questions. Jugas explain to do. You know, there's a situation that I'm not liking very much. I'm not liking it at all. There seems to be some, everybody talks about, oh, he's this, Caleb's this, Caleb's that. Week 1. Five targets for DJ Moore. 9 targets for Roma Dunze. Week 2. Six targets for DJ Moore, 5 catches. So DJ Moore has 5 catches for 46 yards on Sunday. Roma Dunze has 11 targets. DJ Moore had 11 targets in 2 games. Roma Dunze had 11 targets in 1. So my question is this. Why are you keeping DJ Moore then? Does Ben Johnson not like him? Because it's obvious Caleb doesn't like him. And I didn't get a chance to go over the tape, and I'm going to do that today. I got a lot to do today, and that's going to be one of them. What's the issue? Why is he not throwing to DJ Moore? Look at the all-22. Got it right here on my phone. Replay. I pull it up. Actually, I mean, I can pull it up on my computer. And figure out why. And here's the crazy part. It's tough because it's difficult to argue with production. Now, Roma Dunze had a nice drop when Caleb hit it between the 1 and the 5. But you have a number 1 receiver for a reason. And it's interesting to see people who don't know shit talk so much shit on social media. DJ's not a number 1 receiver. What? What? I'm telling you, I believe Caleb has been petty this whole time because look at the 2 guys who stood up for Justin, Cole Kmet and DJ Moore. He said it was Jaden Daniels and Caleb coming out, and press conference. I was in the locker room. He's like, "Yeah, no, that one I wasn't in the locker. That was before that was during the week." They said, he's like, "Oh, those other 2 guys coming out, they cool. They ain't better than Justin." And you see, he's been missing. He's been overthrowing him. He's been underthrowing him. He's not throwing to him at all when he's open. Week 1, he missed him. His stats are shit. He's got 114 yards in 2 games. 114 yards in 2 games. Robinuzzi had 127 yards yesterday or Sunday. 7 catches. He had more receptions than DJ Moore had targets with 6. We saw how he's forcing the ball to roam. This is the way your quarterback's gonna treat your number 1 receiver. Get rid of your number 1 receiver. Go get some draft picks, something. I love DJ Moore. I have his jersey. I bought his jersey. But damn. Do I have it here? No, that was that day. I bought his jersey because I'm thinking this dude's a stud. First of all, I met the guy. I worked his camp 2 years ago when he first got here. Loved it. Great guy. And not only that, he's a stud football player. And this quarterback seemed to have an issue throwing to him and throwing to tight ends. Cole Kmet had 2 targets. Colston Loveland had 1 target on Sunday. 3 targets to your tight ends. Really? 3 targets, 2 catches, 29 yards. Both catches were by Cole Kmet. Why? He did. He threw the row of 4 guys around him. Yep. That's bothersome to me. Big time. You're trying to make this guy a stud. And I think he will be. But work him in, let it happen organically. Let it happen naturally. You have a lot of other weapons on this team being used. DJ Moore being one of them. Luther Burden being another one. Olamide Zacchaeus being another one. He had 5 targets. That's 1 less than DJ Moore. So Olamide Zacchaeus gets as many targets as DJ Moore now? The number 3 receiver gets as many targets as the highest paid wide receiver on your team? Now, I'm looking at the tape. I'm gonna figure it out. Because if this is because this could be, and again, I'm not going to rush to conclusion. I feel he has an issue with DJ. But I'm not going to rush to conclusions because what DJ could be doing, DJ could be drawing double teams and have a safety shaded over, which makes the number 2 receiver have a lot less coverage, which could be the case. But when you throw it when there's 4 guys around him, like Judy just said, all right, they're not rolling coverage to DJ. So I'll check it out. I mean, maybe DJ's not open. That's possible too. I find it hard to believe, but that is a possibility. And is he not open because he's not running his routes full speed? Because he's frustrated, he's not getting the ball? Because we've seen DJ pout. We've seen DJ pout. We've seen him pout. He walked off the field last year because he was on. This guy's on some bullshit. But Caleb holds the ball. Caleb has to do a better job, and we saw the improvement from week 1 and week 2. I saw that. I definitely did. But it doesn't stop me from thinking that he has an issue with Caleb. I mean, Caleb has an issue with DJ and Cole Kmet, which is stupid. Because if you want to be great, well, I think now that he's got Rome Odunze, he's got his number, so he doesn't need to go to DJ, doesn't need to target him. But if I'm Ben Johnson, I'm like, look, dude, you got this stud right here. It was 2 for 29, 5 for 46, 9.2 per catch. That's almost a first down every catch that you go to. DJ Moore. Rome Odunze, 7 for 128. That's well, you can't beat that. You can't argue that average. But give DJ those chances. And the issue is you're gonna end up isolating and freezing out DJ, which is what I think Caleb wants. And I don't know how well Rome is gonna do if he's the number 1 receiver and he gets double blanketed coverage. It's easy when you're number 2. Ask Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey was probably the best number 2 receiver I've seen in a long time, if ever. The best number 2 receiver. He knew his role. He was able to exploit matchups because he didn't have the best corner on him. And the corners were usually tall because Alshon was 6'4". You saw the crazy catches he would have in the end zone over guys, over DBs who were nowhere near as tall as him. The one crazy one where he's back in the back corner, he catches this and his feet are like 3 inches away from out of bounds. He's standing, he catches it, he's standing, and it falls out of bounds. Touchdown. But then Brandon Marshall leaves, he becomes the number 1 receiver, and all of a sudden things aren't as they were when he's number 2. Get it right. It's Jeffries. FGB. My bad, Rick. Alshon is something else, boy. And this is the thing I don't understand. So you got all these weapons, and now your quarterback's alienating one of the highest paid Bear. Was the 111 million is what they gave him? And your quarterback just, I don't know. Four years, $110 million. $20 million signing bonus. 82.6 guaranteed. And you're not using him. You're not forcing the ball to him. Why do you think they gave him a $111 million contract? Why? Because he's a stud. So go to your stud. And I think Caleb's doing it deliberately to make Rome one of the best receivers in the league. So that's my issue. That's one of my issues. Big issue. Throw it to your stud, number 1 receiver. Then my other issue that I have, Ryan Poles. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's look at your draft picks, Ryan Poles. Back in 2022, Velus Jones. Kyler Gordon, your first pick, hasn't played this season because of a hamstring. Jaquan Brisker, 12 games last year with a concussion. Started both this year. Bayless Jones, cut. (2023) Gervon Dexter. Still hasn't taken the leap, and you took him because of the scheme he was at, because of his traits. Like, oh, well, he was asked to do something different. Why don't you get a guy who does something that your defense does? Tyreek Stevenson allowed a perfect passer rating against the Lions. Tyreek Stevenson is not a man-to-man corner. We don't have man-to-man corners. We don't. We do not have man-to-man corners. We got phenomenal zone corners. No, I haven't heard any rumors about the Bears trading DJ Moore, Michelle. No. King Booker World, you asked me a question. You said, do you think they drafted Ozzie because they knew Wright has regressed and he will be taking over the right tackle soon? It's a possibility. They may not have liked Darnell Wright. Okay? And I'm thinking Gary Rochard doesn't like Darnell Wright. Is not a fan of his. I don't think Ben Johnson is either. And I think they could have started replacing their people or the offensive line. I think they could have. I think it's a very, very feasible, very strong possibility, King Booker World. Because Darnell Wright's going to free agency, and Pro Football Focus ranks him 30th of 59 tackles in pass blocking now. Let's go back to 2023. Tyreek Stevenson, not a cover, not a man-to-man cornerback. Zach Pickens, where the fuck is he? Where is Zach Pickens? Where is he? He's yet. Oh, you know what? He was cut in August. That's right. So 2022, his first draft class, Bayless Jones cut. 2023, his second draft class, Zach Pickens cut. (2024) Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Kieran Amagaji. Well, you give Caleb that shit staff last year, and again, you probably had to do it. You probably knew that you're going to get Ben, and you didn't want to bring in a new coach, and you have to fire him. I disagree, Cornelius. I disagree that he's a good man-to-man corner. I think he can be, but I don't think he is. I don't think he's locked in mentally. He's got size, and it's easier for a guy with size to get your hands on a guy and redirect him, but he hasn't been doing it. You give up a perfect passer rating. Yeah. Rome Odunze, nice young receiver. But we had a receiver. You didn't need a receiver. All right, with the number 9 pick, you could have got a freaking left tackle to protect Caleb, to stop him from getting 68 sacks. This was before Ben Johnson. This was last year. But no, you had to go get another wide receiver. You want to get the luxuries before you settle and solidify the necessities. Then you go get Kieran Amagaji in the 3rd round with a 75th pick. He's been a healthy scratch twice. Healthy scratch? Why is your 3rd round pick a second consecutive 2-game scratch? Healthy scratch. You screwed him over last year, said, hey, I know you're not ready. I know you were hurt in the offseason. I know you didn't participate in training camp. I know not in mini camp. I know you didn't play in the pre. But here, the game against the Minnesota Vikings, go up against an all-pro pass rusher. Good luck, kid. And then the next week, he doesn't dress. He gets destroyed, he gets manhandled, and then you don't put him on the active roster. You talk about a mind blow? That type of shit is stupid. Stupid. Then this year, Colston Loveland, Luther Burden, Ozzie Trapillo, Shamar Turner. Colston Loveland caught 2 passes for 12 yards. Luther Burden caught 2 passes for 5 yards. One was a -3. Ozzie Trapillo, healthy scratch this past Sunday and played 5 special team snaps in week 1. Second rounder. Your other second rounder, Shamar Turner, healthy scratch twice. What the hell are you doing drafting these guys if they're not playing? Why are they not playing? This is my issue. These are your draft picks. Your third rounders suck. Velus Jones, cut. Zach Pickens, cut. Kirana Magaji, healthy scratch. So this boggles my mind. How the hell does this dude even got an extension? What are you doing? Why do you not take the... There was a study, and I'll try and find it. The correlation between 5-star athletes going to big-time programs and their percentages, which are pretty high, of getting the NFL. Why aren't you drafting these people for... Look what Philadelphia did. Philadelphia damn near drafted the entire Georgia Bulldog defense, and they won a Super Bowl. What, they got 4 or 5 Bulldogs on that team from their championship team, NCAA title team, the college football championship team? What, they got 4 or 5 of those guys? It's not rocket science. You get the best players in college, and you draft them. Period. Especially if they fit your system of defensive coordinator. How did all those guys from Georgia head over to and be stud? The guy you wouldn't take because he's a problem. We don't have a locker room to hold him. Then guess what? Your head coach needs to be the man to set the tone in the locker room. But he's gone. And Jalen Carter's a stud, a Pro Bowler. We have Darnell Wright, who might lose his job or might leave. So this guy, I'm just about done with him. I'm just about done with him and his stupid mentality that many GMs have. And it's not just in football. It's in basketball. It's in baseball. They want to be the smartest guy in the room. Let me get the diamond in the rough. No, go get the low-hanging fruit of the best player and put him on the team. Draft him. Let him get on the field. Crazy idea. Crazy. Get the best player available from the best schools, possibly a championship-winning team. Because if they won a championship or in the championship game, guess what? They play, they're familiar and comfortable playing in big-time games. So as you start getting into big-time, these players aren't shit in the bed. But you want to go find the diamond in the rough. You want to go be the smartest GM. Oh, man, look at this. Look what I found. Let me go find another Richard Dent from Tennessee State. How about you go get the guy from Auburn? How about you go get the guy from Michigan? How about you go get the guy from Alabama? How about you go get the guy from Texas? How about you go get the guy from Wisconsin? These guys play big-time ball. And they play against guys who are going to play big-time ball, which is why I wanted Ariante Ursary. The incompetence in this organization is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I understand you gave him a contract extension, so him and Ben Johnson are lined up. But Ben Johnson needs to be here longer than Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles needs to go. Ryan Poles needs to go, in my opinion. You can't draft for shit. You can't sign free agents for shit. What have you given us, Ryan Poles? What? What have you given us? Jaquan, Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson, Gervon Dexter, Darnell Wright, Kirana Magaji, Roma Dunze, Caleb Williams, Shamar Turner, Ozzie Trapillo, Luther Burden, Colston Loveland. There's not one player in there who's a super, not one. Not one player in there who's a star. Although you could argue Rome is, since he's 9th in the NFL in receiving yards. He leads in touchdown receptions. Quan Brisker, a star? No. Kyler Gordon, who's out, a star? No. Tyreek Stevenson? No. Javon Dexter? No. Donald Wright? No. Kirana Magaji? Hell no. Roma Dunze? Could be on that path. One game does not a career make. Shamar Turner? We don't know. He's been a healthy scratch. Ozzie Trapillo? We don't know. He's a healthy scratch. Luther Burden? 2 passes for 5 yards. One was a minus 3-yard catch. Colston Loveland, 2 passes for 12 yards in first 2 games. And you want us to be excited about this. Guys that don't even see the field. Guys that don't even see the God-blessed field. If you draft him in the first round, why is he not out there? All your first-round picks are out there. Darnell Wright, he's regressed. Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, they're out there. Colston Loveland, only 53% of the snaps. Why? This is frustrating as all get out. And it's hope that this thing can get better, because there's a lot of holes in this ship. The DJ Moore, Cole Kmet situation. The relationship with Caleb. Caleb's inability to hit these guys, or refusal that he had to hit short crossers. Refusal to hit a guy in the soft spot in the cover 2. And I understand that wasn't the route he was supposed to run, but he found a soft spot and wanted you to put it there, and you couldn't do it. And everyone talked about other quarterbacks processing speed. But what about this guy? He's got the golden child play caller. When DJ hit that soft spot, you should have put a frozen rope right to him. No air, right to him. Try right number 2 on his chest. I get it. He should have had it out, but he found he kept going up the sideline because the safety wasn't over yet and the corner had stayed by the line of scrimmage. He's there. You never thrown a ball to a receiver? This is pissing me off. Because I'm glad Shorty's not on here because, man, I know he'd be mad as hell. He'd be mad at me. You can't hit a receiver in a cover 2 soft spot from the pocket? You see the safety over the top. You see the cornerback staying up in the flats. You see him. Put it on a goddamn rope. You've never done that before from the pocket? Or does it have to be scrambling and running to your left to make that throw? This is what people talked about when they said he couldn't perform in structure. This is what I said when I said he couldn't perform in structure. But everybody came after me. The guy that used to be my buddy at his stupid little network calls me out. Shows you a play where Cato's playing Utah State or Fresno State or Sacramento State. Stands in the pocket and throws the ball. Like, yeah, that's not really a good example. See, he can play in structure. So there's a lot that's got to change. Ben's to do. I'll tell you this. Ben's going to be here for at least 3 years, at least. Watch how many gray hairs he has when he leaves after 3 years than he has when he first came in here. How many? That hair color changes. Because Caleb wants to do his own thing. And that's the thing about a wild stallion. You can't tame that. If he could fit, I'm telling you, if Caleb can play in structure, Caleb would be unfreaking believable. But he wants to do his own shit all the time. If Caleb allowed himself was disciplined enough to play in structure, Caleb could be one of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the NFL. But to this point, he hasn't done it. And listen, I get it. He's still learning the system. There's time. There's plenty of time. But it's frustrating. As of this moment, September 17, 2025, he has not dedicated himself to being disciplined in this system. I'm not saying he can't. Will he is the question. Because that means you got to put your petty bullshit aside with DJ Moore and Cole Kmet and hit them when they're open. Throw it to your number 1 receiver. They gave him $111 million for a reason. Not for you to come over here and not use him. Because you're mad he wanted a previous quarterback who only allowed him to get a career high in yards and touchdown receptions. You don't think he'd like him? Hell yeah. But you know what? Make good with him. Show him I can be better. You got 1,300 yards, let's get you 1,400 yards. But no, he wants to go with his buddy. And this is the problem. What did Ben Johnson say when they hired him? He's like, I didn't pick a lot of my buddies, people I didn't know. Well, Caleb's picking his buddy. And it's screwing the whole Bears team over. Telling you, this is a situation that's got to stop. Ben's got to put a stop to this now. He's got to. How do you give DJ Moore 5 targets in a game? 5. He should have 5 in the first half. And I can see, listen, if DJ had 5 targets, let me tell you something. If DJ had 5 targets, Roma Doomsday had 7 or 8. I wouldn't be happy with it, but I'm okay with it. Cole Kmet had 4. Olamide Zacchaeus had 4. Luther Burden had 3. Colson Lovin had 4. If it was spread out that way, I'm okay with it. If it's spread out that way, I'm okay with it. But it's not. Because if it was spread out that way, that means you're looking for the open receiver. You're throwing the ball to the open receiver in that play, on that play, not your buddy. If there was evenly distributed across the board, I'm okay with it. I'd have to be okay with it. I want DJ to get a lot of. Josh Allen was a wild stallion, and he turned out all right. Give Caleb time, Shawn Cornelius. I will, Cornelius. I will. I'll give him another 2 years. I'm just pissed right now. So don't go, oh, you jumped on the Caleb bandwagon, all you Caleb fans. Well, oh, you jumped on the Caleb bandwagon. No, I'm giving him time. It's just right now I'm pissed. I have the right to be pissed because he's not doing what he's doing. Basically, Ben Johnson has to break Caleb Williams and rebuild him. And Caleb is a wild freaking bucking stallion right now. And you got to break him. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm not saying it won't be done. I'm saying at this stage of the game, it's not done and it's frustrating. How long do you want us to wait is the question. The world doesn't revolve around you, Caleb. They're giving you millions of dollars. And you have to dedicate yourself to being a pocket passer. Rick says, I think Ben sees him as a Debo-type player, DJ. Yeah, you could be right, Rick. I see a Steve Smith type of player. Steve Smith even said it when he drafted him. Said the one thing about Carolina, he goes, they never drafted anyone to replace me until when they drafted DJ Moore. 5,000 yards in 5 seasons in Carolina with more than 5 different quarterbacks. They think he had 7 or 8 different starting quarterbacks in 5 years. Still got 1,000 yards. He was a stud. And you don't think they knew the ball was going to him? You don't think when you played the Carolina Panthers, the ball was going to DJ Moore? So don't give me this, oh, they shaded him, they covered him, they double-teamed him. He did 5 years in a row. He got 5,000 yards in his first 5 seasons when he was the only option in Carolina. So don't tell me it can't be done. Don't tell me you can't force it to DJ. Don't tell me you can't get it when he's double covered. No, you're going to your buddy. This guy's proven in the NFL. Proven commodity. But you want to make a statement and show you're in control and you have power by not throwing in the ball. This is a power play. And it's killing our Bears. Killing them. Rick said, Peanut Tillman just shook when you said Steve Smith, FGB. King Burgo says, you said 2 years. I said 1. Year 4 got to be the most, definitely. This year got to be progression. Yeah. And I'll tell you, I saw improvement from last week to this week. I saw it. I need to see more. There's more I need to see. If you're the number 1 overall quarterback, number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft, you got to play better. You've got to play better. If you're the savior, if you're the best quarterback I've ever evaluated, fuck out of here. But you didn't have an agenda, right? In my 20 years of this, of playing, of coaching, this is the best quarterback I've ever evaluated. Cornelius, I get it. We all knew, he says, we all knew it was going to take time for Caleb to grasp Ben Johnson's offense. I concur. I get it. I don't give a shit what kind of offense you're in. You can't hit a 15-yard a guy wide open like DJ. You can't hit DJ at a crosser underneath when he's in at the 5-yard line going in for a touchdown. You got to force it to roam. You can't hit those guys. I'm talking about the misses. I'm not talking about the reads. I can see you misreading people because you're okay. I'll go with that. I will go with the fact that you probably should have gone here, but you went here. Okay, but when you're missing receivers, and one of the things that was the biggest selling point was his accuracy, his crazy arm strength, his super fast release, and his accuracy. This is what you guys shoved down our. Remember? I can go with wrong reads, but when you have a guy, you see a guy, throw him the ball. Get it to him. That's what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with learning an offense. Hitting a guy wide open has nothing. Like there's sometimes be a football player. There's a guy wide open. The play wasn't the way it was supposed to go, but he's wide open. Get him the ball. You talking about little homie, short stuff, half and half? But that's the frustrating part, man. Remember, I told you right now, Caleb has to be a game manager. Caleb the short routes. Remember, I said he's got to destroy. He has to destroy teams with a short passing game. Get the ball out quick to your people. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. And Ben Johnson's got to, you talk about accountability. You talk about accountability. Ben Johnson, you need to be held accountable, making sure that Caleb is doing what you need done for your offense because he's not doing it. Rick, you're a fool. Someone bring Shawn a Corona and a blunt. FGB. I know you don't smoke, but it might help with the anger. No, I didn't go to CrossFit this morning. I took the day off. So I slept till 7:30. Dude, I went to bed at 12, slept till 7:30. That's 7.5 hours. My body don't know what to do with this energy. I would just need 4 or 5 hours. That's 7.5 hours of sleep. So I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. And listen, all this stuff can be correctable. And yes, I'm being hard on Caleb. Yes. Cornelius, Kurt Warner believes that DJ ran the wrong route. Caleb thought he was running a corner, and DJ changed it to a go. He did run the wrong route. Declan Doyle said he ran the wrong route. However, here's the thing you have to remember. This is DJ Moore. This is a guy who's been in the league a hell of a lot longer than you. This is a guy who has an amazing ability to get yards after the catch. Get in the ball. When you see he's open, he puts his hand up. You know goddamn well what that means when you put your hand up. You know goddamn well what that means. Give me the ball now. The hell with the route. Give me the ball now. There's no one around me. I can score. Yes, he did not run the right route. Declan Doyle, offensive coordinator, stated that in his press conference last Thursday. But as a quarterback, when DJ Moore puts his hand up, you throw him the freaking ball. Period. They gave him $111 million for a reason. Not for you to decide when to throw him the ball. He knows when he's open. Throw him the freaking ball. They don't give. When was the last time the Bears gave out a $100 million contract? Besides Cutler. They didn't give it to a receiver. They didn't give it to Marshall. They didn't give it to Jeffrey. The Bears gave him a $111 million contract. You don't think he knows when he's open? That's the frustrating part. Trust a veteran, a proven veteran in this league. But no, you want to do it your way. This is what I'm talking about, the pettiness. You want to do it your way. Guess what? If you threw DJ the ball touchdown, all those yards go on your stats. The passing yards, the passing touchdowns, that still goes on your stats. But you're too busy worried about showing who's got the bigger balls. I run shit. I'm the quarterback. I run this. I'm the face of the organization. Me. As opposed to looking at what's going to help us score. What's going to help us win. Because you can't tell me you can't hit DJ in a crosser in week 1. You can't tell me you hit DJ in going up the sideline when you thought he was going to go up and out, but he just fades because he sees a soft spot. First of all, you didn't see the soft spot? So you want him to go up toward the safety and then to the corner. He's already back there. You want him to run to the safety, back to the corner. As opposed to just widening out, getting him the ball, and now the safety's got to come over sooner, and you have a lot of room for DJ to make a move, make a miss, and score a touchdown. That makes sense. That makes better sense to you to have DJ run to the defender, the only defender who can get him, as opposed to getting on the ball before he gets near the defender. Yeah. We got to do better. We have to do much, much better. And Ben's got to put his foot down. When you see DJ, and he's got to give DJ some credit. Got to give him some leeway as a veteran in this league. When he puts his hand up, throw him the goddamn ball. If it doesn't work, then we'll change it. How about that? If he puts his hand up a couple times and this shit doesn't work, then you know what? We'll revisit this. DJ, don't put your hand up. You got to give veterans some leeway. They've been in this league for 6 years. 7 years. He's been in this league for 7 years. You don't think he knows? You don't think he should get some leeway? And the quarterback adjusts to it? Who's in his second year after his first year was shit? Thanks to a shitty offensive line, shitty offensive coordinator, coach. You don't think you want to say, hey, listen, when he puts his hand, give him more leeway? I would think that would probably be the best thing to do. From a guy who's played with shit quarterbacks his first 5 years of his career. But no. Caleb wants to do it his way. He wants to force it to his guy. Ben better nip that shit in the bud. Because that's some bullshit. I'm fired up, as you can tell. That's what 7.5 hours of sleep gets you. 7.5 hours of sleep will get you, baby. Well, listen. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, damn. I got a busy day today, man. Woo. Got a real busy day. That's all right, though. Hey, listen. 2 hours have come and gone. I want to thank you guys, man. This chat was freaking lit. That's what I'm talking about. Cornelius, King Booker World, Rick, FGB, Junior, Mashawn, Black Diamond. Let's see you, Cornelius. I don't know if I said you, Cornelius. Cornelius. Patty, Levette, If I missed someone, my apologies. Trying to make sure I got everybody. I did say Black Diamond, yes. Junior. Man, you guys, it was lit today, boy. Rick, who you telling? Rick says, Shorty would have had a heart attack with that rant. FGB. Shorty might have disowned me. Cornelius, Shawn was on fire. Rick, good shit, Shawn. Thanks. Dude, I know football. I don't know a lot about a lot, but I'll tell you this. I do know football. I played it. I've coached it. And I can tell you when people are acting up, they're acting an ass. I've had quarterbacks who've done that, who want to showcase their own guy. I've had it. I've seen it. I've been on teams with it. Man. Whew. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I will find out tonight. I got to head over to Branding Iron again tonight for my buddy's cigar social after I go to a wake. I got news 2 days ago to one of my buddies from high school. His mom passed. So the wake's today from 3 to 8. So I'll be there probably right around 3 o'clock. Stay there till like 5:30 at the cigar social because I need to set up the next Chicago Bears watch party at Branding Iron, which will probably be, don't hold me to it, let me confirm it, but it'll probably be the Washington game, October 13th. All right, that's probably going to be the day. I'm going to get it confirmed today. Shorty versus Shawn, Chicago cage match. So I'll probably get it. I'm telling you, he wanted me to do it again. When he first brought the idea, he said, you want to do it every week? And I'm like, nah, not every week, because I was still in the air about my credentials. For those of you who don't know, they denied my credentials this year, and I'm pissed. Still trying to work it, but they denied credentials for me. Some bullshit reason, but whatever. So now I can have these watch parties, and whatever. Yeah, Justin Fields is out. He had the concussion protocol. Yeah, I saw that. But anyway, listen. I'll let you guys know on Friday if we confirm today. If you guys, King Booker World, all right, Black Diamond, all right, Cornelius, Michon, Junior, Telmondo, come on out to this next one. All right, it's open air pavilion, smoke cigars, the whole nine. It was a blast. But I'll confirm it today when I go over there, and I'll let you know on Friday. Okay? So listen, let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. Make sure that you reach out to your people. All right, football season is a great time. Catch up on some football games. Go to his house, go to their house, go meet at a bar, go to a game together. Doesn't matter. Spend time with your loved ones, okay? Because it's vital. Because right now, as I said before, I've said before, many of us watching here have a lot more days behind us than we do in front of us. So we got to make memories as much as we can moving forward. All right. The keyboard word says F credentials, Shawn. We bum rush the door. If they didn't have like 6 to 8 guards bigger than me, that'd be considered. Oh man. Well, guys, have a phenomenal week. It's hump day. Hump day! Get fired up. It's all downhill after this. 12 o'clock, middle of the week. It's all downhill after this. You guys have a phenomenal rest of the week. It's going to be 80s the rest of the week. Enjoy it. 84 today, 86 Thursday, 86 Friday, 82 Saturday, 80 Sunday, 80 Monday. Man, enjoy it. All right? Sunday, get up there. Watch the Bears with your people. Okay? Watch them beat Dallas. All right? So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. You have a phenomenal day, but your boy is out.
Come on, race the race. Get ready for the top and Thank you.